Greetings, fellow people of culture. If you're an experienced person of culture, then today we'll embark on the trashiest anime known to mankind. If you're new to this cultural sphere, rest assured you've landed in the right place. Here you'll find the top-notch ecchi recommendations that will undoubtedly enhance your viewing experience. Here, we present the top 10 best ecchi anime series that are worth watching. So, without any further delay, let's start the list. In number 10, we have Super HXEROS. One of the funniest parts of this anime is its story. The main reason is because the entire story is ridiculous. Essentially, it's Power Rangers on crack. HXEROS uses special devices called HXEROS to use their erotic energy to save the planet from Kisichu, monsters who want to take everyone's erotic energy to take over the planet and make the human race extinct. Oh, and it's not over yet. When the HXEROS kill the Kisichu, they have all of their clothes ripped off of them. Everything about this ridiculous plot makes the anime adds a great comedy and actually makes me want to watch more of the anime. Furthermore, the backstories of all the characters are enjoyable, and as the story progresses, we actually start to see some character development in all of the HXEROS, which is great. The best way to watch this anime in my eyes is either on Blu-ray or the uncensored version on any anime website. And when it comes to ecchi content, this is definitely right up my alley. If you're a man of culture like me, who enjoys watching ecchi and teenage adventures, I highly recommend this one, because you won't forget it. Number 9, My First Girlfriend is a Gal. Junichi is the main character of this anime, and the setting is a beautiful spring in Japan. All Junichi wants is to find a girlfriend in this season of love and firsts, but it's proved harder than he could have ever expected. Luckily, or maybe unluckily, for him, Junichi has some very caring friends who force him to confess to a girl. But Yame Yukana is no average girl. She's what's known as a gal, or a fashionable girl distinguished by her tan, hair, makeup, and nails that all set her apart from the average crowd. Thus, Junichi does indeed set off on a series of love and firsts as he has a lot of new experiences and learns a lot about himself and girls. Hajimete no Gal does not have a lot of plot behind Junichi wanting to lose his virginity, and thus spends his spring with a lot of gal girls in his own special harem. But if you aren't that fussed about deep characters and a strong story, Hajimete no Gal definitely has a lot of ecchi scenes. All the gal girls are curvy and beautiful, and they are always throwing the senses at Junichi begging for attention. And XXX, of course, especially in public and unexpected places. There are plenty of fan service and more, and for ecchi fans that just want some softcore anime, well, Hajimete no Gal has got you covered. Number 8, Kiss X Sis. The story revolves around a junior high student. Kaita is your average, easy to relate to guy struggling to get his grades at a certain level, so he could go to the same school as his sisters. Yes, twin sisters. Actually, they aren't blood related, but their parents married while they were still young. Now, normally that wouldn't be much of a problem, but this time both are madly in love with him. Throughout the anime, they both try to win his heart, often causing him to fail at what he's trying to do. As the story continues, he gets more and more interested in them, and that even results in a few spicy scenes. Well, what am I saying? I guess you could say this anime has quite a bit of borderline hentai scenes. Now, don't think because of that this anime is bad, because it isn't. It's very lighthearted and enjoyable, just as anime like this should be. The main reason to watch this would be the hot brother-sister action you might be into, but I mostly decided to finish it because it just is a very entertaining anime. So if you're looking for an easygoing anime and wouldn't mind some interesting ecchi scenes, this might be the anime you're looking for. Number 7, To Love Ru. This show is the first anime I ever watched, and since has been one of the best animes I've ever seen. This series got me hooked on anime. Rito Yuki's life is never the same again after the unexpected arrival of Lala Satalin Deviluk in To Love Ru. Lala is a princess to an alien empire, and she wants to marry Rito to avoid a political marriage back on her home planet. Although Rito is just an average and rather shy teenage boy, can he really marry the princess of the most powerful empire in the galaxy? All he wants to do is to confess his crush to his classmate Haruna. However, if Rito is unable to protect Lala from her many fiancés, her father's going to kill him and destroy the world. No pressure, right? From Lala's initial arrival landing on Rito's lap while he is taking a bath to Love Ru has ecchi scene after ecchi scene, sure to satisfy you. There are plenty of girls to go around wearing minimal to no clothing. To Love Ru also has a fair share of shower and bath sequences that get quite steamy in more ways than one. It's a great comedy anime while still being hot and full of great fan service, so To Love Ru makes for a really fun viewing experience where you can enjoy a laugh and some great ecchi at the same time. Number 6, Eromanga Sensei. Masamune Izumi is a high school student who writes light novels. Sagiri Izumi is a shut-in who never leaves her room. A year ago, she became Masamune's little sister, but one day Masamune discovers a shocking twist. The artist Eromanga Sensei, who has been drawing illustrations for his novels, is none other than his little sister Sagiri, his cute little shut-in of a sister who has been living under his roof. Now, they have to face the publishing world as a team with Masamune's great writing and Sagiri's fantastic erotic drawings. At first, Masamune has no idea that the talented erotica artist he has been working with was his stepsister, and when he finds out they are able to work together for success, it's quite an interesting way to bring the siblings closer together. Eromanga Sensei has plenty of fan service for lovers of ecchi, of course, with lots of super cute girls to go around. Namely, Sagari is the subject of most of the fan service, and her blossoming relationship with Masamune keeps fans or brother-sister relationships happy, especially appealing to fans of lolicon and sibling relationships. Eromanga Sensei is a fun ride. Number 5, Monster Musum. Monster Musume's premise is rather simple. Due to a new law, various kinds of monster girls have been allowed to move to human countries as long as they're taken care of by a human host. This is in order to see if different species are capable of living alongside one another in the future or not. And thus the story is about an ordinary guy who gets tasked with taking care of a bunch of hot monster girls of various species by cohabiting with them. Unfortunately for him, it's still highly illegal for humans and monster girls to mate with each other, and thus he has to muster up all the mental strength he has in order to resist the girls' rather forceful attempts at seducing him. Mon Musu is a fun and ecchi that gives an interesting twist to the usual harem story by making all the females monster girls. They're all different from one another too, so if you like wings, horns, different skin tones, and more, there's bound to be one that takes your fancy. And since the main story is these girls trying to find a way around the law that forbids sex with humans, you can count on plenty of ecchi action between MC and all these, interesting girls. Especially great for fans of demon or supernatural anime, Mon Musu is also a fun, hot ecchi for any harem fan to try out. After all, it's always nice to open your imagination a bit, and these monster girls can definitely help with that. Number 4, Shimoneta. Let's start with the story. The anime takes place sometime in the future when Japan has banned all things immoral. Our main character, Tanukichi, has just transferred to the elite public moral school where he is quickly summoned to join the student council to help fight the terrorist organization SOX that is fighting against censorship. But he almost immediately gets blackmailed by one of the council members, Ayame Kajo, who is actually one of the terrorists, to join the terrorists and commit obscene acts. Of course, Shimoneta wouldn't be on our list of the top 10 best ecchi anime unless there were ways around the chastity laws in Japan, so you can expect to see those laws broken. Add on to that the lewd material that the organization's spreading around, and you'll end up with a lot of great ecchi material. And of course, as they say, the forbidden fruit is always the sweetest, so when sex is forbidden by the very government, somehow seeing it happening anyway is just that much more enticing. With plenty of fun and fan service, Shimoneta is certainly an ecchi with a unique and new kind of story, and lots of great ecchi to go around. Number 3, High School of the Dead. HOTD is yet another one of Japan's attempts to take on the zombie fighting scene, this time following 6 survivors as they try to, well, survive through the apocalypse. Does it remind you of something? I don't know about you, but it sure does remind me. It all starts when one day an infected person, which we don't know how it got infected, knocks, literally, the door of a high school and bites a teacher. Then, guess what? An apocalypse breaks, and in about an hour or so, half the city has gotten infected. You may be asking why Zombie Story is on the list of ecchi, but High School of the Dead has more than earned its place at number 3. The girls are certainly well endowed and beautiful characters, and during their fight sequences, you can expect no shortage of slow motion shots and oppai that are able to dodge attacks while defying the laws of earthly physics in their movements. If you've never seen oppai dodge bullets seemingly on their own before, you've never experienced true ecchi glory. And it's more than time for you to check out High School of the Dead. Not only is it fun-filled action story with plenty of zombie fighting sequences, but the added ecchi definitely makes it an extra entertaining and fun watch. Number 2, High School DxD. Okay, one thing you need to know before you watch this anime: if you are a girl, please do not watch this. This anime will make you think that all guys in this world is a pervert and a scum for watching this anime. Okay, so we start off with Issy, a typical pervert who peeks on girls with his pals at high school. One day he meets this girl and goes out on a date with her, and well, Issy gets killed by this girl, and she turns out to be a fallen angel. Dun dun dun! So in Issy's final seconds, he thinks about a girl called Arias, who he saw earlier, and he ends up summoning her because she's a demon. Dun dun! This is where our adventure begins. This story goes on till episode 6 with filler, fan service, and the plot is kind of messy at times, and hell, at times I was wondering, am I watching anime or softcore hentai? There's many oppais and a lot of shit going on, you just get confused. One moment Issy progresses the story by learning something, another second he's being a pervert and there's oppais everywhere. This anime concludes most of the attractive elements such as ecchi, harem, school life, magic, battle, and nudity. So I think you should watch this show. Don't take it seriously, this anime would be fun for a watch and makes me feel relaxed after some serious shows. Number 1, Prison School. The coveted and special top position on our list of the top 10 best ecchi anime. A position any ecchi would love to have, but only one can take it at the end of the day. And for today, that anime is Prison School. Hachimitsu Academy was always an all-girls school, until now when 5 boys are allowed to join. Before they can make a good first impression amongst all their new classmates, however, the boys take to trying to peep into the girls' bathroom and land themselves in the school's underground prison. Their choice is to either endure the prison for 1 month to pay for their crimes or be expelled. Of course, they chose to stay in the prison and face the draconian laws and punishments that still exist in this prestigious academy. In our opinion, Prison School has more than earned its spot at the top of the list. Between a large amount of oppai shots, and believe us, these oppai are definitely something you won't quickly forget. To the BDSM-style punishment that the main boys have to endure, Prison School is sexy through and through. Watching it, it's hard to not have some masochistic side of yourself wishing that you could experience some of the things the main characters are experiencing for yourself. Because punishment or not, it's just so thrilling. If you like your ecchi with a darker and more dominating side of sexy style, Prison School fits the bill perfectly. You won't be disappointed. Did we miss your favorite sexy ecchi? Do you think our list could use a bit of reordering? Or would you like to just leave your love and devotion to your favorite ecchi girl? Whatever it may be, please leave a comment below because we would have to hear from you. See you in the next video.